In this video we're going to deal with how to heave to, which is nothing more than just stopping your boat in the water with the sails fully up without allowing the boat to make much forward motion. So when do we have to heave to? Well, if conditions are really rough and the seas are picking up or the winds are too strong, or you simply need to take a break from sailing and just want to stop for a while. If you have a failure in your rig and a shroud breaks or something else breaks, if you need time to repair something in your engine, or you need a boat steady to attend to a sick person or somebody with some seasickness, if you need to stop for an emergency such as a man overboard case, or simply to take a passenger from a dinghy or from another boat and you need a boat steady, or why not just to have a drink or talk to a friend and just stop sailing for a while. So how does it work? Well, it's very simple. We're going to set our sails in such a way that they will actually cancel each other and will not allow the boat to move forward. The boat will be moving, yes, but very slowly, drifting sideways at 1.5 knot, and heeling and the wave effect on the hull will be miraculously decreased. And to do this, we're going to allow our boat to be tacked without ever changing the Genoa from one side to the other side as it would normally be done. We will simply allow our Genoa to be on the wrong side of the mast. It's like a tack without ever moving the sheet. Very simple. So why does it work? Well, the mainsail normally has a tendency to point the boat into the wind, that's weather helm, while the headsail has a tendency to do exactly the opposite and turn the bow away from the wind. However, the tendency to turn the bow away from the wind caused by the Genoa is greater than that one caused by the mainsail trying to point the boat into the wind. So we need the help of another control in our boat, and nothing better than the rudder to help us do it. What the rudder is going to do is simply going to help the bow point into the wind and contradict the effect of the Genoa trying to pull the bow away from the wind. So when the three controls, the Genoa, the mainsail and the rudder, are in the right position for this maneuver, the boat will stop moving forward, will stop rocking under the effect of the waves, will stop heeling under the effect of the wind, and it will just gently start drifting sideways at a gentle speed that will allow you to do whatever you want in your boat. So how is it done? Well, depending on your boat and the conditions and the needs, there's two ways of doing it. One way is by turning away from the wind, that's by Gybing. The other way is by turning into the wind, that's by tacking. Your choice of heaving to by Gybing or by tacking really depend on your boat, the sea conditions and the wind conditions, and the reason why you're heaving to. Let's first look at heaving to by Gybing. This is normally done in lighter winds or when you really need to stop your boat in a short period of time. It shouldn't be done in strong winds, and if you're doing it with very light boats, you should be careful too. We start off by pointing into the wind and having our main sheeted in accordingly. We then start turning away from the wind, in this case turning the wheel to port or the rudder to starboard. Keep your turn, and as you go around the turn, keep pulling your rudder further and further and further. Let your bow veer away, your mainsail with jibe, and eventually you will be on the other side of the wind, with the wind now on your port side. But do not touch your Genoa, leave it where it is. When you're done with the circle, lock your rudder or tie your rudder, and you'll be in the right spot. So let's now look at the video of how it is done. We start off by pointing into the wind. Here we start turning our bow away from the wind, veering away. Keep turning to port. Eventually the mainsail will jibe. Here we go. And look at the Genoa. As you can see, we didn't touch it. It stayed exactly where it was, and the boat will come to a full stop. Once the boat comes to a full stop, make sure that you lock the rudder in a fully turned position. In this case, we turn to port side, so I will lock the rudder to port side. Now let's look at the sails, and you'll see that the Genoa is on the wrong side of the mast. This is Heaving To by Gybing. It is normally done in case you have the need to stop, or you're in the route of collision with somebody else and you need to stop your boat. It's a very fast, efficient way of stopping the boat. It's almost like a handbrake stop. So how do we heave to by tacking? Well, we'll start in the same position by pointing into the wind. The only difference this time is that instead of turning away from the wind, we'll turn into the wind, like if we were going to do a tack. We turn the rudder to starboard side on this case, and we have to let the bow go past the wind. Remember, you need some speed to do this, because your bow will not want to cross the wind easy. Do not touch the Genoa, and complete a full circle until you are done. In this case, we're going to start turning to port, and after we have completed the turn, the Genoa will be on the other side of the mast, and the boat will be now stopped in the water, drifting sideways. So you have learned how to do it. Now, how do you go back to sailing again? It's very easy. Just undo your rudder and keep going. She will come back around and you'll be sailing in no time. Very easy. Heaving to is a good maneuver to master, and it could save your life too. So please go out in your boat and try heaving to so that you know what are the best settings for you to do it. It's very easy. And try both ways. If the wind is light, try jibing. If the winds are stronger, try heaving to by tacking. Normally, if you respond within 5, 6, maybe 8 seconds after a man overboard situation and you heave to right away, you will be amazed that you'll be stopping right near that person. So that could save somebody's life. Go out, take a tennis ball, a football, something, throw it in the water and heave to right there, and you'll be amazed. You'll be at an arm's reach from picking up that ball. Go on your boat and try it. It's fun. Good luck.